Hey, welcome to the Q Reyes Project. This is Q Reyes coming at you once again, and I have something really special today. We're going to be talking with one of the, how can I put this, a game developer, obviously, somebody that's very good at what he does, and he's done something that I love. And I don't care what anybody says, this thing is hot. All right. And I'm talking about the Chancla game. And it's an app. You can download it. Go right now and download it. And basically, the Chancla, if you're Latino, you don't need explanation for this. Basically, it's a character that throws a chancla and she kills the bad guys. Just go download it. Just go check it out. But we're going to be talking with Erik Garcia. Erik Garcia, are you on the line?
Yes, I am, man. What's going on, brother?
What's up, man? I love what you're doing. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. I'm glad.
It's like La Chancla, you know, and we're going to talk a little bit about the controversy that's behind it right now and all of that. But before any of that negativity, let's talk about how did you come up? Well, obviously, we all, as Latinos, we have lived La Chancla, but how did you think about putting that in a video game?
Yeah, man. I mean, definitely. So it's like you said, as a Latino, we've all lived it. We all know about it. You know, it's something we grew up with. We either had the mom or the grandma that would get upset, you know, at you, and she would try to find the first thing that she could. And basically her sandal and her chancla was the first thing that came to her mind. So, you know, I basically grew up with it. And then, you know, being that I was in tech and media, I was trying to figure out a way how to really empower Latinos and kind of, you know, get them out there, tell our story, what we've been through, you know, what it's like living in the hood and stuff like that. And you know, I've seen some videos of La Chancla. I've seen shirts that talk about La Chancla. So, you know, it was out there already. You know, the concept was out there. People were relating to it. And, you know, I just kind of connected all the dots and figured and said, you know, maybe I could come up with something that would entertain Latinos with the same concept. And no Latinos were really doing gaming. No one was really in the tech space. So I kind of just put everything together, started to think about characters and how the gameplay could actually work.
No one still is. I mean, it's a wide open market.
Right, exactly. And that's the thing. So, you know, my thing was like, let's try to get there first. Let's try to be, you know, some of the first guys to put this out. And, you know, gaming is bigger than ever right now because it's not so much like the gamer that's on PlayStation or on Xbox. It's more of the social gamer that has the mobile phone that wants to kill time on the bus or, you know, while they're in the restroom, whatever it is. You know, it's like killing time. And so I realized the potential with the mobile applications. And, you know, being that apps are a huge market right now. And then gaming, you know, gaming is like 75% of the app market.
Yeah, it's huge.
Why not come up with that concept? You know what I mean? And that's basically how it came about, man. Just trying to connect the dots and see how it can work. I felt like it was a proven market, right? Like it was already done. People in the sense where people understood La Chancla. So I figured if we had a game, kids will love it, you know, and so everyone's loving it right now, man. We're getting a great feedback, great response. People are fucking. I'm sorry, people are.
No, you can say whatever you want. It's so right, good. Cool. Yeah, they're fucking loving it. They're fucking loving it because it's fucking good. I mean, if you guys don't know, go. Where can we get the game? First of all.
What's that?
Where can we get the game? Like, can you get it at the Apple Store?
You can download the game. You can download the game on the iTunes, on the App Store for iOS, and it's also available on Android for Google Play. So basically, if you have a phone, you can download the game.
Okay, so I mean,
we also have a YouTube video that we promoted to kind of, you know, we wanted to brand in the way that was realistic, that people can connect with on the emotional level.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely doing that, and I think. The fact that you are a Latino game developer that's out there doing what you're doing, it's commendable because I mean we are really lacking in that area. I mean we're really way behind. But beyond that, I want to talk a little bit about a news piece or a couple of news pieces about, you know, some people being upset that they feel that some of the characters are stereotypical and so on. How do you address that kind of criticism?
Yeah, well, I mean, look, everyone always has their right to their opinion, and you know, I mean, the reality is we do play on a lot of stereotypes. And we do include like the typical cholo and stuff like that. But I mean, look, it's a product of our environment. I grew up in Highland Park, which is like the mecca of the Mexican mafia, and where a lot of that originates from. So I grew up with a lot of gang member friends. I have a lot of homies that are locked up. We're just artistic, eh? We like that shit, eh?
Who's that? Who was that? Hold up. Is that one of your characters for the game?
Yeah, man, that's a baby Bubba. He's like our little baby.
Oh, put him on. Let's talk to him a second. Let's talk to him.
All right, go for it.
Baby Bubba, what's up, man?
What's up, babe?
Hey, what's going on? You're in the video game. You must be famous now.
Well, yeah, I got my lightsaber all the time. I run around, I get up crazy on people and shit.
Yeah, I know. I don't know you, but I know of you. And how do you feel about people that say that you are bad for us? You know what I mean? Even though you're real.
Oh, I read a lot of books, even though I like smart. I like study. I get smart sometimes,
Sounds like it, baby.
So I feel like when I was a little guy, my grandma used to always hit me with a chancla. So when I did something bad, I was like, oh, the chancla gonna hit me. So I take a video game, and people are like, no, the chancla bad. Agent Pearson is using sticks. We're using chanclas, and we're going out of here.
Yeah. No, well, hey, nice meeting you, man. I hope to see you in further versions of the game and evolving,
Well, follow us on Facebook, eh?
Where you at? What's the Facebook address?
La Chancla.
La Chancla. You can just type that up and they'll find it. Well, I'm going to put the links down here.
Thank you very much. And arriba la raza.
Okay, arriba, Holmes. Don't rob me later either.
Yeah, man, that's the dude. So, I mean, look, going back to your question, though, it's just a product of what we grew up with, and then, it's what we see. We know Paleta, man, and, there's a taco truck on every corner. People love tacos, and it was just something that we felt that people could relate to more than anything. And then, at the end of the day, it's entertainment, right? I mean, people play, all these other video games that are about killing and stuff like that, like San Andreas. So for us, it was more like we didn't feel like we were going to go too crazy with it. It was just more about creating something that was entertaining and that maybe people could relate to.
There's games that are worse. Grand Theft Auto, all of that, that's crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
They're raping and doing all kinds of things.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it's true. Like, those games are really, really bad. And for us, it's more just about the entertainment aspect and just keeping it real, I mean, if I had grown up in a different area, maybe I wouldn't have those experiences.
Yeah, maybe you would be going in the valley to like a coffee shop. You know what I mean? That would be your game.
Right.
But this is how I feel about people that have a problem. We're gonna get to the good people that would love it, like me. But I want to talk a little bit to these people directly that have a problem with stereotypes and all of that. Well, stereotypes come up from a place of truth. Like, stereotypes don't come out of nowhere. There's a place of truth. And if you don't like a stereotype, then change the behavior that creates a stereotype. Like, there are cholos out there. Like, what are you going to do? Not act like they don't exist? And actually, they're very proud of who they are. So you also got to see that this is a human being, even though they might not live the way that, they put a tattoo on their face or whatever they want to do. You can't judge them because of their culture and the way that they come up, just because you feel that your way is better. You know what I mean? And I feel like people that are really hypocritical, especially from the hood, that say that it's stereotypes when they live in the hood. It's like, well, you live there, you see these characters, so you've gotten hit with the chancla. Then what are you talking about stereotypes? It's true. You got hit with it. So
exactly, and that's the whole thing, man. It's reality. So you can't really run from it. You know what I mean? And people understand cholos. I mean, growing up, all I had was American Me. You know what I mean? That was the movie that basically what I saw and what I related to some degree, right?
Yeah.
Awareness. And so now I feel like we're just kind of putting it out there. And really, my whole goal is really just kind of been, how do we mainstream the Latino culture, right? Like, how do we become part of the conversation? Because, Latinos are very prominent in the U.S., right? And we're a big demographic, but yet no one really caters to us. We don't really see ourselves in the media. And so I think this is just a good starting point where we can kind of build off of that and kind of say, hey, we're here, we're creating content, and you know that because you created great content, you know, and so it's just about creating content that we can relate to.
Yeah, exactly. You can't really care. Like Mark Anthony said it recently in an interview. They asked him, well, you know, about stereotypes in movies and all of that. And he's like, well, if people don't like the stereotypes, then you pick up a pen and pencil and you write a script and you produce the movie and you do what you think should be out there. He says, well, you can't see. It's like people can't critique. It's like Jay-Z said it. Jay-Z said, people that never did it. What was it? What's the line? They want to tell you how to do it. They never did it. You know, right. It's like, so you never developed the game, but now you want to tell somebody what to put in their game. It's like, well, right. You know, you do your game with positive Latinos going to college and see how many people relate to that. And then, you know, good luck to you. But in the meantime, it's a funny game. It's meant to be entertaining, just like Grand Theft Auto. You're not really raping people and taking their cars. It's a video game. And if people want to blame behavior because of a video game, they're really sheep. You know what I mean? Like if your behavior is dictated by a video game or a movie, you got bigger problems than the video game or the movie. You got an identity issue. So, man, I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and it's like going back to what you said about Jay-Z and just like when rap was coming about, you know, rap was hit hard by the government, by people. They didn't like the gangster rap. They didn't like what they were saying. But at the end of the day, they were just talking about their own reality. You know what I mean? And what else do they know? So how can you get upset at someone when they're just expressing what the reality is like, you know, what they grew up with? The game takes place, the setting takes place in Highland Park, which is in L.A., right? And in Highland Park, you know, like I said, there's a lot of Latinos in here. But now it's the number one city that's being gentrified. Like meaning that, you know, you have people moving in, trying to rebuild. So, you know, it's a big thing because at the end of the day, people love Latinos. They love their food, they love their culture, they love everything about it.
Yeah, and I mean, and I love the tacos. I think that was a nice touch. That was very nice because, the chancla, you already hitting them with that. Literally hitting them. But also the tacos is saying, okay, well, the tacos are stereotypical. Okay, there's tacos in East LA, there's tacos in Los Angeles. They exist. You can't just say there's stereotypes when there's a taco truck in every corner and a lady selling tamales in every corner, and paleteros and all of that. How are you going to take that from the culture and say it doesn't exist just because you don't like it being portrayed that way? If you don't like it, then go run them off the block.
I mean, look how big Chipotle is, man. Chipotle is huge, and I don't even feel like that's real Mexican food, but look how big it is because they sell burritos, and they were able to actually kind of mainstream it. And now, you know, it's like one of the biggest Mexican food chains in the world, and so it kind of just shows you the power of the Latino culture and where we're going. And, you know, Latinos are getting bigger and bigger, and it's not, the beautiful thing about the app is that it's not just targeting people in the U.S., but it's also global, right? So people, you know, Mexico and Spain can relate to it maybe, but if not, they're going to see it and they'll talk about it. But yeah, it's just a phenomenon. The Latino culture is big, however you want to look at it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just don't like the hypocritical people, but for the people that love it, you guys have to really go out there and support. It's like, what, 99 cents?
Yeah,
well, right now, wait till it blows up. Get it now while you can't, you know, because it's gonna this is gonna blow up. I believe that some investor out there is gonna come at you. They have to. They can't deny what you're tapping into here, because if you weren't doing this, no one would be doing this.
Right. That's a great point. You know, and that's what we're hoping for. We're just we want to build awareness. We want people to realize, you know, what we're about. We have, you know, a few other games in development that is the same thing, kind of concept geared towards Latinos. But at the end of the day, man, we're just trying to make our raza proud. You know,
make some reggaeton Puerto Ricans and all of that. I mean, that's you know what I mean? I don't care who gets mad. You know, Puerto Ricans and reggaeton, that perreo game, you know what I mean? Like just straight, you know, perreo in la pista, you know, make something about Dominicans, you know, we got so much culture and there's no one doing anything for us, because as soon as somebody, you know, one thing that we have about Latinos is like, man, we never help each other. Like as soon as we see our brother coming up, we want to hate. we want to criticize. Like, instead of saying, wow, you did that game, wow, that's badass, they're going to tell you, well, your graphics are, like, shut up, man. Like,
Exactly.
like, help out. Like, don't critique your brother that's trying to come up. We got to be like the Chinese, you know what I mean? Like, they loan each other money so they can come up. And then they don't even need anybody.
Hi, this is Mike Aguilar. I do the characters and stuff.
Yeah, what's up, Mike, man? Good stuff.
Hey, what's up, man? I'm really like, because even my parents are like, what are you doing? You're bringing back the culture. But, I think at the bottom line, we're artists, and what we want to portray is like what we saw or what you see or you see on the streets, but no one says anything about it, and then make it mainstream so that you could sit back and then reflect, like, is that what we want to continue doing? Or do we want to step ahead? So it's kind of like a step back to reflect and then to actually step forward as a culture and as just a human race.
Yeah, Mike, but it's not even stepping back, Mike. It's not stepping back. You really are in the present tense. This is what's going on right now. You're not taking it back. You are showing people through art what's happening out there. Some people they've never seen a cholo. There's somebody in this country that have never seen one. So you telling them this exists.
Yeah, and that's it. Like, well, we want to get people in the Midwest to see it, to hear about it, and to see what we're about. But like you said, Q, at the end of the day, it's about, art, and it's about just kind of expressing what the reality is. You know what I mean? And La Chancla, everyone can relate to, right? And this is just the beginning. We want to continue to do more. We're looking to do a cartoon series off of this. We really want to brand this correctly. We want to, come up with products, toys, merchandise. We just feel it's something that people can relate to. And we just want to be able to connect with them. People love it, which we're getting great feedback, then that's what we want. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's entertainment. And that's really what it is. It's entertainment. The gaming world is getting bigger. Everyone has a mobile device. Everyone's getting mobile devices. The tech space is huge. There aren't many Latinos doing it, if any. And we were kind of just the first to market, so we're really thankful for all the support that we're getting.
Yeah, you should get it. And actually, for the people that don't want to support, go talk to Seth MacFarlane and Family Guy. And, they have a maid that's not made by Latinos, by the way. It's made by white people. They're making fun of you. You know what I mean? They're not laughing with you. They're laughing at you. The maid is laughing at you. This is a game that's made by Latinos that really understand the culture. It's our own voice. So people that want to critique you, before they even talk to you, they got to go to Seth MacFarlane and tell them that the maid is racist. Even though they're probably laughing at that.
Yeah, exactly. And then, I got interviewed by CNN today, and then they said the same thing, like, it's great that you're Latino, so no one can really talk shit to you, right? Like, it's not like I'm developing a game that's I'm kind of categorizing other stereotypes or other ethnicities. It's basically, this is who we are, this is what we know, and this is what we're about. But I think that, back to kind of what Mike said, it's like a step in the right direction, but we had to lay the foundation. You know what I mean? We had to lay it somewhere, and then from this point we can grow, because at the end of the day, the Cholo characters in there may be smart Cholo characters. You know what I mean? If you were to interview some of the characters, maybe like Super Cholo or Baby Bubba or whatever it is, they're going to come off as intellectual characters that grew up in the States, but they're Latino and they have that culture. So, no one really knows the characters and what they're about, but it's just representing who we are.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I'm extremely proud of you and your team and everything you guys are doing. Like, as soon as I saw that, I fell out. I was like, wow. And it's so advanced, you know what I mean? Like, you really have a quality product. It's not just like a Latino game. This is a game that anybody could play. It's very... It's good quality work, and people that don't know about gaming and apps and all that, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work and time and effort. So before you critique,
it took some time.
Yeah,
some time to develop. We had to get the artists. We had to get the right concepts. But it's just something that we were passionate about, and we were kind of rolling the dice with it, hoping that it would work. But we don't get into, and that's the thing. A lot of it, like you said, sometimes a lot of Latinos will try to pull other Latinos down when you're coming up. And people like yourself and other people that are all about helping and promoting and collaborating. That's what we think is beautiful. You know what I mean? It's not about trying to bring each other down because someone else is coming up. It's about how can we help each other? How can I help you? How can you help me? And, that's always what I've been about. And, that's how we connected in the first place, because I loved your shows. I loved your animations, everything that you were doing. So I was like, fuck, I got to connect with this dude because he's on it too. You know what I mean? You understood the culture and what everyone else was doing. So it was like an easy bond to connect with.
No doubt. But man, hey, I appreciate it. Thanks so much for doing this interview. Like, I'm really honored because I believe it's a matter of time, and it's very short time. And this is my prediction. You're about to come up big time. Big time. And like, do not give up. Like, you're so close to doing something monumental that there's going to be people that's going to try to put obstacles. Do not listen. Just keep following that instinct. You're doing great work. Everybody that's working with you obviously sees your vision, and they should keep going too. And man, I really, really appreciate it. I'm going to let everybody, I'll put the link out here. Everybody go download this game. You know what? Even if you don't play it, just download it because, actually download counts. You know what I mean? Like, they see that as success. Like, how many downloads you have, and so people, we got to support this. Even if maybe you don't agree or you don't like it, whatever, just the fact that you downloaded it helps this brother be able to continue maybe elevating what it is in the gaming world that we're not represented. So if he's trying to represent us, like, let's support him for him to come up. So make sure you download that game, La Chancla. Again, where can they find it again?
So you can find it. All you gotta do is type in La Chancla either in the iTunes store or the App Store or Google Play. And like I said, we really, really appreciate the support. We hope that we're on to something big, and we're just gonna try to keep going with it. You know what I mean? And we love that people are on board and people like yourself that are all about it. We love it, man. We appreciate it, and we're all about giving back and trying to help each other. So that's where we're coming from, man.
Okay, no doubt. Well, man, thanks a lot. And, shout out to Mike and all your crew. Maybe in the next time we can interview all the characters and make people really mad.
There you go, man, for sure. We're looking forward to it, man, and we look forward to hearing from you more.
Okay, sounds good. All right, man. Eric, you take care, man. Hey, good luck.
All right, man.
Later, Mike.